Hello, and welcome back to our lessons on Microsoft Excel. In this lesson, we want to discuss creating a blank document. We also want to discuss inputting data. In creating a blank document, the first thing we want to do is we want to open up a document. So we go to our Windows icon in our Start menu. We click there. We scroll down to where it says Excel. We click on Excel. Once we click on Excel, then this window will open the home window for our backstage view. And then we click on blank document or blank workbook. We click on blank workbook, then this is the screen that shows up the spreadsheet in which we want to work on. Now to input data, we can either put numbers, letters, or formulas, which we discussed in the previous module, into our active cell. Now keep in mind, you don't have to start on the first line of your active cell. If you want to, you can start on the second or the third line. But just note that there's a room for a header in your Excel that allows you to title that workbook. When you put in data, you can do it either in column or rows. These are called headers, column headers or row headers. That will be the information that you would want to. If you do columns, that would be the things below the columns. If you do rows, those things be across in the rows. So I want to put in the first box. I want to put months. And then the second, at the cell below that one, I want to put, let's go January. And just abbreviate January. Now remember we discussed before that if I get my crosshairs, I can drag this one down and I can get the rest of the months in chronological order by default. In my B1 cell, I want to type in sales. Then I tab over to the next cell and I can put in expenses. Tab again. Now mind you, if you tab, it's going to move over to your right. If you enter, it's going to go down to the next cell. Let's go totals. And so this is how we do in our header. So this would be your column headers and this would be your row headers. So let's say in January, sales was 2. I want to keep it simple. 200. Now tab. Now expenses, let's say 100. Then go down to February and we do 250 and 100 again. Then March, we had a good month, so we did 500 in March. And then tab, expenses would be 150. Now, these are just numbers just added just for the simplicity of understanding how we do our tables. Now, note that when you put in input data, that when you put text in, the text lines up by default to the left. The numbers line by default to the right until you give the numbers what the numbers mean. We'll discuss that in future modules, future lessons. Now, I also want to put a totals in the bottom row. I want totals. And then, so this is how the simplest way of putting input data into your active cells, into your workbook. We're going to go over to adding and totaling and putting formulas into on the next lessons. So until then, God bless you, and we'll see you in the next lesson.